go. Lighterios in third, then Shower Scene. You're in Luck is having to go wide.
Good evening. Welcome to all the Monday afternoon action from Del Mar. It's closing day of the opening week at the place where the surf meets the turf. One of the big talking points at the track right now is the new dirt course. Del Mar put $500,000 into improving it, and it's gotten rave reviews on opening week. According to the horsemen, it is very kind to the horses. It's soft on their hooves. And for the handicappers out there, certainly you can win on the front end, you can win from the middle, and indeed you can come from dead last and win. There doesn't seem to be a pronounced bias out there at all, as you've seen in the first 5 days of racing. An 8-race program coming your way this evening. Without any further ado, let's get right to today's first.
Just a reminder, part of the action from Del Mar is brought to you by Barona Casino. In the opener, number 5, Cannonbone Express, the 4-to-5 favorite. The claiming tag, $16,000. The distance, 1 mile. At all 3-year-olds, here's the first. And where to go. On the inside gate, Dazzling Devil is out fastest and gets the lead. Dollar Prospect sent along to get second, and Green Alarm trying to get in from that outside gate. The favorite, Cannonbone Express, settling down in fourth. The pace is good early on. Blade A racing in fifth, 2.5 off those leaders. Then we come back to Noisy Sloopy, and Sayer Prospect is last, 8 off them. They run to the 3/4 pole. It's Dazzling Devil down at the rail. Up alongside is Dollar Prospect and Green Alarm. 3 of them almost in a line. The pace fast up here. Then a gap of 4 lengths back to Cannonbone Express in the 4th spot, and Blade A on his inside. Back to Noisy Sloopy, who's 7 off the leaders, and then 1.5 lengths to Sayer Prospect. They head to the half-mile pole, and now Green Alarm on the outside, Dazzling Devil at the rail, Dollar Prospect between those two. Blade A in the blue colours, now looking for room, going well as Blade A, going to need room though. Right up alongside is Cannonbone Express. Now Sayer Prospect makes an early run, and Sayer Prospect from last has gone all the way up to 3rd on the extreme outside. Noisy Sloopy's last of a bunch field. Come into the 5/16, and now Cannonbone Express has led allowed a run. And Cannonbone Express taking the lead. Down on the inside is Dazzling Devil. Sayer Prospect 3rd. Blade A continues to be the danger in the blue cap at the rail. Heads a turn for home. Cannonbone Express taken on by Blade A. The 2 favourites come to dispute it. They homeward bound, and it's Cannonbone Express on the outside. Blade A at the rail. They come through the lane together. Cannonbone Express and Corrie Nakatani. Blade A and Alex Solis at the rail. Blade A gets a narrow lead with 30 yards to run. Blade A gonna win it. Blade A won it. Cannonbone Express second. Close for 3rd, either Dazzling Devil or Sayer Prospect. The 2 favourites dominate this one. Blade A gets the win over Cannonbone Express. Blade A conditioned by Jose Silva, bringing a string down on San Francisco, and you certainly have to respect those San Francisco horses. They're here to win races. Alex Solis in the irons. We did have a claim. Blade A will now be changing bonds. Goes to the bond of David LaCroix. On to race 2. A lot of action for number 3. He's Top, sent off as the prohibitive 3-to-5 favourite. They're all maidens. They run for a $50,000 tag in this one. The distance is 6 furlongs. A field of 10 lining up. Let's see what happens in the second half of the early double. And where to go. Cardiff O'Brien came out well. He's Tops in the white cap on the inside, shows good speed and good mistake from the outside gate. Now there goes Pub, and Pub in the red colours gets the lead. High Gun Rider kicks through at the rail. High Gun Rider now at joint second. Then back to Kaiser Soze racing in 5th, been followed by Fireball John. Then it's Sir Nibbles in the green, 5 off the leaders. They followed by Cardiff O'Brien, who broke well but has now dropped back. And the last 2 are Too Many Margaritas and Galahad. Less than a half mile to go, and High Gun Rider at the rail, and He's Tops in the white cap. They lead it to Pup. Good mistake is forced to go 4 wide. Kaiser Soze in the 5th spot, just 2 lengths off them, and Sir Nibbles starting to make up ground in 6th. Then Cardiff O'Brien. Bunchfield has a 1/4 mile to go. He's Tops in the white cap gets the lead. This long shot, Sir Nibbles, is running a good one on the grandstand side. High Gun Rider is starting to battle at the rail, and Good Mistake still in with a chance. They come for home, and Sir Nibbles, the big long shot, taking the lead now. The favourite, he's tops, trying to come back at him. A late run from Cardiff O'Brien. Here's Cardiff O'Brien coming flying down the centre of the track. Sir Nibbles, Cardiff O'Brien. Sir Nibbles wins it. Cardiff O'Brien second. Good Mistake beat his tops out of third.
What a long shot. The longest shot on the board returns more than $200. Just how big a long shot was he? Well, that is a record quinella and a record trifecta payout at Del Mar. The biggest quinella and biggest trifecta in Del Mar history. Brian Sweeney, the owner, the breeder, and the trainer of this huge long shot, Sir Nibbles. The double, $459.20. We'll be back with race 3 on our 8-race program right after this timeout.
Why don't you own a thoroughbred? For Californians Bob and Beverly Lewis, winning the Kentucky Derby and the Preakness crowns their years of owning thoroughbreds. As an owner, you can be part of the inner game, from the backstretch to the paddock to the winner's circle. TOC, Californians' official owners organization. We can help you enter our world. Contact us. Our help and advice are free.
How easy is it to win at Del Mar? All you need is a hunch.
Back with the third. It kicks off today's pick 6. Number 1, Over Houston, the 2-to-1 favorite. Solid support for number 6, Doppler, 9-2 when he came on the track. He's bet to 7-2. And number 8, Zero Henry, solidly supported at 5-2. The claiming tag, $25,000. They're all 3-year-olds going 6.5.
And oh, where they go. Broken a good line. Come On Coyote from the outside gate is very fast, and so is Zero Henry in the pink colours. Down at the rail is Over Houston getting up to race in third, followed by Untold Gold right there in fourth. Then it's Twilight Affair, a close-up fifth. Down at the rail is Fan Trick in the gold colours. Been followed by Doppler, who's third last, 5 lengths off the leaders. Then comes Rare Catch, and the trailer is Gold Expectations. A Bunchfield runs to the half-mile. Come On Coyote just in front. Zero Henry in the pink on the outside. Over Houston, 1 from the rail, and at the rail, Fan Trick. 4 of them in a line as they go into the far turn. Doppler is closing in the 5th spot, been followed by Untold Gold and Twilight Affair, then Rare Catch and Gold Expectations. Coming to the quarter pole, and Over Houston now takes the lead and kicks on for home. And it's Over Houston, the one they're going to have to beat. He's full of run, and Over Houston opens up now by 2. Zero Henry in the pink, trying to come back and rally on. Then Come On Coyote and Doppler past the 8th pole, and Over Houston is clear by 5 lengths. Zero Henry giving Game Chase second, but Over Houston totally outclassing them. A very impressive win. Over Houston scoring a good 4 lengths. Zero Henry second, and Twilight Affair came on for third.
Some semblance of formality comes back to the form line after that huge long shot in the second, but now the favorite, Over Houston, putting together back-to-back wins. There's just no stopping the Bob Baffert barn right now. They are absolutely on fire. Cory Nakatani, the rider. Zero Henry second. The exacta, $20.40. A popular race at the claim box. We had 4 claims here. Over Houston will now go to Danny Velasquez. Zero Henry goes to Kathy Walsh. Doppler to Mike Mitchell, and Twilight Affair to Kim Lloyd. Now on to race number 4. A tough race to handicap here, not that much form to go on. They're all maiden fillies and mares. They're Calbreds going for a $32,000 tag. The distance is 6 furlongs. Number 7, Pirate Secret, getting good action on the tote board. A full field of 12 lining up. Let's get to the action from today's 4th.
And oh, where they go. No High Hopes is off slow. Very fast as Rendy's Primavera. Rendy's Primavera gets the early lead. Marlene's a Queen quickly at the rail. Marlene's a Queen now taking over, and Pirate's Secret is right there as well. Extreme Outside, Slew Mamoon, and Star of Pearl is in the leading group too. Then Play 'em or Fold 'em just behind those leaders, with Cool Surprise down at the rail now going up to be a joint 6. Then back to Dancer Yvonne, who's 5 lengths off the leader. Romance's outside of that. Fruit of the Vine is 6 lengths off the leaders, and then 3 back to Rose Crown, and No High Hopes is last. Past the 3/8 they go, and Marlene's a Queen at the rail, and Rendy's Primavera right up alongside. They clear by 3. Pirate's Secret is racing in 3rd. Inside of that is Play 'em or Fold 'em, and then back to Armance. They come to the top of the lane. On the outside, it's Rendy's Primavera now taking the lead, and Rendy's Primavera kicking on for home. Marlene's a Queen trying to re-rally. In the 3rd spot comes Pirate's Secret in the blue cap coming late. Pirate's Secret starting to come fast with a 16th to go, and Pirate's Secret now catching Rendy's Primavera. Play 'em or Fold 'em with a late run, but Pirate's Secret to score. Pirate's Secret wins. Rendy's Primavera, Play 'em or Fold 'em was 3rd. The favourite, Pirate's Secret, the daughter of Pirate's Bounty, prevailing here for trainers Summer Maybury. Alex Solis gets his 2nd on the afternoon. Still some big numbers flashing on the tote boards. That Exacta, more than $235. The Trifecta, over $962. And this Pick 3, a whopping $5,025. It's time for another quick timeout, and we'll be right back with Race 5.
How easy is it to win at Del Mar? All you need is a hunch.
We're back with Race 5 on our 8-race program for Monday afternoon at Del Mar. Number 6, River Sunday, the 7-5 favourite. They're allowance runners or Calbred fillies and mares. Non-winners of $3,000 other than maiden or claiming. Number 10, Walk in Time, 3-1 second choice. They're going 6 furlongs. We have a full field of 12. They're all in. And away they go. Stumbling at the start was Explosive Linda, almost fell, but Explosive Linda's on her feet but last. Going to the early lead, we have Pale Moon Sky in the centre of the track. Down at the rail comes Spring Violets going up to join that. Alongside of those two is River Sunday in the blue colours. Then we come back to Migala, who's at the rail at joint 4th. Alongside is Sunday's Child. Restless Appeal is in that leading group as well, and Walk in Time going to be forced to go wide. There's only 3 lengths off the lead, though. Excessively Smart also caught wide, but running up to join the leaders. Corona de Hoyos is at the back of this pack, being followed by Pale Moon Sky. Then a long way back to Blossom Bound and Explosive Linda. They're approaching the quarter pole. On the inside, it's the favourite, River Sunday in the blue colours. River Sunday's going up alongside of Excessively Smart. Those two have gone clear by 3 lengths. Back in 3rd comes Pale Moon Sky in the blinkers. Heads a turn for home, and Excessively Smart now getting the lead. Down on the inside, trying to battle back as River Sunday in the blue. River Sunday does start to come back. Excessively Smart on the outside. They nose and nose. River Sunday, Excessively Smart, gonna hit the wire together. Close, I believe, Excessively Smart. River Sunday's right there, and Sunday's Child will get 3rd. A tremendous stretch duel here between Excessively Smart and River Sunday. Kent DeSormo and Eddie Dallahuse nose and nose. Excessively Smart prevails to win it for trainer Walter Greenman. The Exacta, $56.80, and this Trifecta, $164.70. It was Sunday's Child back in the 3rd spot. That's the 5th. Now let's move on to race 6. Another wide-open, competitive event here. They're going 1 mile and 1/16 on the turf. They're all fillies and mares. The claiming tag, $62,500. Good money for number 8, Esquive. 4-1 when she came on the track. She's bet down to the 2-1 favourite. There's a field of 9. To the outside gate. They're all in. And away they go. My Ooh-Ah in the gold is out fast. From the outside gate, DJ's Chocolate. And alongside of those two comes All Crystal the Grey, now getting up to race second. Lake Tahoe kicks through down at the rail now to get the third spot. Then comes Hear the Music, Tahano's Pride at the rail. Esquive has dropped back into seventh. Penny is back second last, and Little Gumpher trailing 10 lengths off the leaders. They run to the three-quarter pole, and Lake Tahoe, setting a sensible pace, takes them along just over a length in front of My Ooh-Ah. All Crystal is the grey on the outside. They're slowing the pace down up there now. Tahano's Pride tucked in at the rail at joined third. Here the Music is in fifth, and Penny down at the rail. Outside of those two comes DJ's Chocolate. Esquive at the back of the leading bunch is 6 lengths off the leaders, and 4 back to Little Gumpher. Onto the backstretch they go, and Lake Tahoe slowed them down as much as she could, though. My Ooh-Ah is now coming to keep a little pressure on her, and outside of those two is All Crystal. Down at the rail, Tahano's Pride a comfortable fourth. Here the Music is racing in fifth. DJ's Chocolate in the white on the outside. Penny is in seventh, 4.5 off these leaders. Then it's Esquive, and Little Gumpher's made up ground from the back as 6 off them. Going to the 3/8 pole, and now Lake Tahoe's asked to pick it up at the rail. My Ooh-Ah going with her. A close-up third is All Crystal. Tahano's Pride at the rail. Then Hear the Music. Penny is waiting desperately for room in the blue colours in 6. Nowhere to run. Esquive on the outside of her. They come to the top of the lane. Lake Tahoe at the rail. My Ooh-Ah's alongside. All Crystal is the grey. Then Hear the Music. Esquive getting going on the grandstand side, and Penny finds a hole down at the rail. Lake Tahoe, Penny at the rail, flying. Penny scraping paint and getting through. Up alongside Tahano's Pride. Penny, Tahano's Pride. Penny and Tahano's Pride. Here's the wire. Penny wins it ahead to Tahano's Pride. Lake Tahoe is third. Penny, the daughter of Jade Hunter, getting a perfect ride from Corrie Black as he waits and waits on the turn and then sees a hole at the rail and shoots through to win it. Bill Shoemaker's barn had a win yesterday. They back in the winner's circle here with Penny. Tahano's Pride was second, and finishing third was Lake Tahoe. That trifecta, $1,277.20. The favourite Esquive appeared to have every possible chance, but did not quite have it in the lane. It's a timeout again, and then we'll be right back with our featured Bayakoa.
How easy is it to win at Del Mar? All you need is a hunch.
Time now for our featured. It's the $75,000 added Bayakoa. Number 1, Southern Spring, the 3-2 choice. Number 4, Traces of Gold, scratched earlier on, as were number 7, Rhythm in Java, and 8, Blushing Heiress. Number 10, Ohacho, was a program scratch. They're going 1 mile. Here's the Bayakoa. All set. Heel for the Bayakoa sent on their way. Came out in a straight line. At the rail, Southern Spring is going off to lead them early. Strawberry Morn trying to get over from that outside gate. Radu Cool and Ocean View are also right up there as they go a good pace early. Supercilious hugs the rail in 5th. Radu Cool not taking that turn too well, and Biltmore Breeze last, 7 off them. They go to the 3/4 pole, and Southern Spring now taking a hold of the bit, and he's pulling Chris McCarran out of the irons here. Southern Spring determined to go on as fast as she can, maybe too fast. She's clear by 3.5 lengths. In second comes Strawberry Morn. Then a gap of 4 back to Radu Cool. Supercilious down at the rail. Biltmore Breeze between horses, and Ocean View quite content to trail early. They head to the half-mile pole, and Southern Spring still tugging her way along as clear by 4 lengths. Strawberry Morn is racing second, Supercilious third. Then Radu Cool. Ocean View is 8 lengths off the leaders, and Biltmore Breeze has dropped out last. 3/8 to go, and Southern Spring, but they're closing in now. Southern Spring's going to have to try to get a second wind as they come after her. Strawberry Morn, Supercilious, Radu Cool, and Ocean View are all closing ominously. 1/4 mile to go, and Southern Spring, she just wore herself out early. She's got no more to offer. Radu Cool takes the lead. Strawberry Morn, Supercilious, Scraping Paint, and Ocean View in with a shot 4th. Homeward bound, and Radu Cool now shakes away from them. And it's Radu Cool in full flight for the wire, and she's clear by 3. Down at the rail, Supercilious makes a run back at her, but Radu Cool and Alex Solis home in the Bayakoa. Radu Cool wins a length. Supercilious second, Ocean View was third.
A powerful run by Rajukul as she overwhelms today's Bayakoa field for the 505 Farms, conditioned by John Sheriffs, and another huge day for Alex Solis. Mark-up number 3 for Alex Solis on the afternoon. Supercilious second at exacta $42 even. Southern Spring just had her mind on sprinting away early. Not much Chris McCarron could do about that, and Southern Spring obviously is capable of better. Now it's time for today's 8th and final. This time we have a field of $10,000 claimers. They're going to go 6 furlongs. Number 6, Noble Year, is the mild 7-2 favorite. So you know this one's really wide open. A full field of 12 lining up to sprint that 6 furlongs. Here's the 8th and final.
And oh, where they go. The far side, River Merit Stream is out fast. Pheasant Hunter on the inside is showing good speed, and Elaine's Love in the green colours right there too. Here's Open Winner kicking through down at the rail. Now there goes Noble Year, and Noble Year gets up to race in second. Zip the Message is the grey one from the rail. Trey Scalini's having to go wide in 7th, 5 lengths off the leaders. Then back to Della Hoya in the pink colours, followed by Important Issue. Gold Gusher is a good 11 lengths off these leaders. Texas Summit back second last, and Thimble Drome is last. Past the 3/8 they go, and Pheasant Hunter clear. Pheasant Hunter by 2 lengths. In second, it's Noble Year, but now having to be sent along. River Merit's Dream goes with a big run. River Merit's Dream kicks right through now to lead them. Elaine's Love is running on in 4th, and then comes Della Hoya. They get to the top of the lane, and River Merit's Dream, the one who goes clear. River Merit's Dream clear with an 1/8 of a mile to go. Down at the rail, Noble Year is trying to battle back, and then it's Elaine's Love and Thimble Drome. A 16th to go, and River Merit's Dream still clear. Elaine's Love with a late run on the outside, but River Merit's Dream does enough to beat Elaine's Love, then Thimble Drome and Noble Year.
River Merit's Dream, ridden by Omar Berrio for trainer Bill Sparr. They're on a winning roll right now, and Omar Berrio again proving, give him the horse and he'll get it to the winner's circle. The runner-up, Elaine's Love, closed gamely to complete that exacta, which paid $98. The trifecta more than $513, and that late double today paid, well, $50.60. There were no claims out of today's 8th race, so let's take a look at the pick 6. That was the big news of the afternoon, and it also paid a big amount. Look at that, all 6 wins today with a 7-1 and a 12-1 winner in there. It paid more than $105,942. That's going to wrap it up for this evening and indeed for the week. We'll take tomorrow off. That's the only dark day down at Del Mar at Tuesdays. We'll start another 6-day week on Wednesday afternoon. First post time will be at 2 p.m. And don't forget that special first post time this coming Friday of 4 p.m. For this evening and for the week, Trevor Denman saying thanks for being with us, and now good night to you all.